Shalom everyone. Adonai oz le'amo yiten, and with that strength, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Parashat Vay'chi Tafshin Pei. This short video today is just an opening, one part of a broader discussion, an overview of what does sefer Bereshit, at the end of reading sefer Bereshit, what does sefer Bereshit teach us about the significance of Eretz Israel in the mission of Am Yisrael. We're going to focus in this video in the opening and the closing of sefer Bereshit. First of all, why Eretz Israel of all lands? Generally, when you ask people that question, they say because it's the land of our forefathers. But that is certainly not a good enough answer, because for Avraham Avinu, who was sent, who was given the instruction to go to Eretz Israel, he was leaving the land of his father to go to Eretz Israel. That is not a good enough answer. So what is? The famous first Rashi, in his commentary on the Torah, tells us that the Torah is teaching us that if other nations claim that we unjustly took Eretz Israel from others, it's because Hashem gave it to us. The pshat point about this midrash, this first Rashi in his commentary on the Torah, is that sure enough, indeed, the story of the Tanakh, not only Bereshit, not only the Torah, the story of the Tanakh is about how to give Am Yisrael long-lasting life, not temporary, in Eretz Israel, so that Am Yisrael will fulfill the mission that Hashem gave us to bring the world to its goal, to its destiny, to its tikkun, by Am Yisrael living in Eretz Israel. So that is a major part of what Tanakh is about, but it's not necessarily pshat about the argument with other nations in that sense. But let's look at another point about this first Rashi on the Torah. Rashi says that if other nations say to us, you unjustly took Eretz Israel, we say to them, Hashem gave it to us. But that seems arbitrary. Why did Hashem give it to us? It's not arbitrary at all. We will use Ramban to show us what it means. Ramban, relating to the same commentary of Rashi, Ramban says that the whole first series of stories in the Tanakh, in the Torah, in Bereshit, is about responsibility. We are responsible for our situation. We could live in Gan Eden, but we made mistakes that caused us to be sent out of Gan Eden. There can be two brothers in the world. Each one has his strength, and each one can enrich his brother from his strength. But no, one of them kills the other and ends up living in an escape mode all his life. If we are totally corrupt, the world will be destroyed. If we take the strength of unity to use it against Hashem, then we will be dispersed. But everything that is happening is happening because of our actions. We are responsible for our situation. If we want the world to be just, if we want the world to reach its destiny, it's up to us. We are responsible for what happens to us and happens to the world. And after it seems, after so many stories, that it's not working with all of humanity, the Torah focuses on Am Yisrael in Eretz Yisrael to perform that mission of what the world is supposed to be like, to bring that light to the world and be an example of what the world can, should, and will be like when we give that light to the world and everyone can realize that light in the lives of all humanity in the world. Sefer Bereshit ends when Yaakov and his sons go down to Mitzrayim. The sons of Israel, Bnei Israel, are multiplying and growing and developing outside of Eretz Israel, in Mitzrayim, ready and waiting that Hashem should fulfill what he said to Yaakov Avinu, I will go down with you to Egypt, and I will also bring you up. Am Yisrael develops outside of Eretz Yisrael, and then, as a nation, we will come to Eretz Yisrael, so that Eretz Yisrael will not just be for like any other nation growing naturally in their natural habitat. It's so that Eretz Yisrael for Am Yisrael will be a choice, a destiny, a mission. And this book of Sefer Bereshit ends when Yosef dies, Vayamot Yosef, and Yosef died at the age of 110 years, and they emballed him, and he was placed into the coffin in Mitzrayim. Notice, Yosef was not buried in Mitzrayim. He's embalmed and put in a coffin, waiting, expecting for Am Yisrael to fulfill what he made them promise, that they will bring his remains with them when they return and go up to Eretz Israel. The journey of Am Yisrael to Eretz Israel, to the significance and meaning of our mission and destiny in living in Eretz Israel, this journey continues. There is much more to study and much more to deepen about this topic of what Sefer Berashit teaches us about Eretz Israel, but for now, that's the end of this short perspective on this topic. Shabbat Shalom.